FDR once said, "There's nothing so American as our national parks." This year, they might be a little too American. Crowded trails, traffic jams, and our favorite American pastime, trying to find parking. After months stuck indoors, seems a lot of us are exploring the great outdoors more than ever before. Take a look. In July, Yellowstone had the most visitors ever. More than 1 million people stopped by. Nearby Grand Teton in Wyoming also had its busiest July ever, more than 800,000 visitors. Same at Zion in Utah. Officials there say hikers had to wait up to 4 hours just to enter certain trails. On how our parks are keeping crowds from going wild, here's CNBC's Valerie Castro.
The beauty and splendor of our national parks were the ideal getaway from pandemic life. Turns out millions of other people had the same idea. More than 3.4 million people visited Acadia National Park in Maine in 2019. There was a drop in 2020 due to pandemic restrictions, but 2021 so far continues to break records.
When we look at the month of May, visitation was up 47%. When we look at June, that is the highest June on record.
Instead of an escape, many found themselves fighting for a parking spot in the great outdoors. Cadillac Mountain, the highest point on the eastern seaboard in the U.S., is one of the most popular spots in Acadia to catch a dreamy sunrise. It became an early morning nightmare in recent years.
There are 170 parking spots on the summit, and it was not uncommon for 450 cars to show up for those spots. If someone happened to have an accident on top of Cadillac Summit, there was no way to get an emergency vehicle up there to help people.
This year, the park implemented a vehicle reservation system.
I thought it made coming into the park in the morning way easier and way more efficient.
But some found the process frustrating.
We had no luck until literally, I think 2 days ago, we found one and we had 2 cars.
I did see people getting turned away from being able to enter the park.
Other parks have adopted similar measures. Glacier National Park in Montana also requires vehicle reservations to drive its Going the Sun road. Rocky Mountain National in Colorado implemented a timed entry system for the entire park.
You mentioned Rocky Mountain National. How bad has that been?
It's been crazy. The lines are absurd.
As the enthusiasm for the parks continues to grow, park rangers say be patient, plan ahead, and have a plan B if the sites you want to see are just too crowded.
We're really trying to hold on to these places as long as we can so that the same experience you have today is the same experience that somebody has in the future.
And as the weather turns colder and visits slow down, many parks like Acadia will put the reservation system on hold. They'll bring it back during the busy season next year, and Acadia says it's considering a second reservation-only area within the park. Arches National Park in Utah is also looking at a pilot program for reservations to begin in the spring. Shep.